Good morning and welcome once again to Carmel Mission Basilica. Glad that you could join us this morning for our prayer message. And today we celebrate the feast of Saint Anthony of Padua. And it just so happens that he is one of the statues that adorns our reredo here in the Basilica. He was born in Portugal, in Lisbon actually, in 1195, and educated by the canons of the Order of the Holy Cross, and was ordained as a priest of that order when he was 19 years of age. He then encountered friars from the newly founded Franciscans and was intrigued with their rule of life, let's call it, and attracted to them by the way they observed their simple evangelical vows. And he asked his own order for permission to join them and was so granted. He traveled throughout southern Europe and gained great renown as a preacher. He came to the attention of St. Francis of Assisi, the founder of the Franciscan order, and St. Francis feared that an emphasis on theological study would distract the brothers from the spirit of poverty that he was trying to cultivate. But he found in Anthony of Padua a kindred spirit and quickly placed responsibility for the direction of studies on the shoulders of Anthony of Padua. And we often, at least I do, and I'm sure you do too, invoke St. Anthony when we lose something, especially these. Many times I pray to him, sometimes I find them, sometimes I have to get another pair. But so this thing about praying to St. Anthony to find us items that are lost, I don't know, 9 times out of 10 it always works for me. The reason behind this is traced to an incident that occurred in Bologna. According to the story, Anthony had a book of Psalms that was of some importance to him. Now, in those days, before the printing press, each book would be crafted by hand and, would be quite valuable. So when he saw it was missing, he prayed that it would be found and returned, this book of Psalms. And in fact, the thief was moved to restore the book to Anthony and return it to the order. He died at the age of 35 in Padua on June 13th, 1231. He was canonized a saint of the church less than a year later. So great was his renown as a preacher, and he was named a doctor of the church in 1946. This prayer of praise in honor of St. Anthony was composed by a Franciscan friar, Julian of Speyer. This prayer dates back to 1233, 2 years after St. Anthony's death. It is sung at St. Anthony's Basilica in Padua, where he is buried. It's sung every Tuesday. If then you ask for miracles, death, error, all calamities, leprosy and demons fly, and health succeeds infirmities. The sea obeys, and fetters break, and lifeless limbs you do restore, while treasures lost are found again. Men, young and old, your aid implore. All dangers vanish at your prayer, and direst need does quickly flee. Let those who know your power proclaim. Let Paduans say, these are yours. To Father, Son, may glory be, and Holy Spirit, eternally. As always, if you have your own prayer requests, please send them to Father Rodrigo and myself. Just go to our website at carmelmission.org and press that prayer request button, and we will gladly take them with us in our daily prayers and masses. I wish you and your loved ones continued blessings of good health, renewed hope, and please enjoy the great love of God. Thank you.